Hi, I'm Julie Skolnick, and welcome to the Gifted and Distractible vlog. I am the founder of With Understanding Comes Calm and the author of Gifted and Distractible, as well as the producer of on-demand conferences, the host of a TUI adult membership called The Haystack. And today I want to talk to you about masking, perfectionism, imposter syndrome, and overexcitabilities. What do these four things have in common? Why am I lumping them all together? Well, I got to thinking, guys, because this month in the Haystack TUI adult membership, this month is dedicated to masking, talking about thinking about masking. And it's so interesting, which some of our members talked about, as far as when we think of masking, what do we think about? We think about masking who we are to the world, masking needs that we have in work, masking our authentic selves from others. But some of the members in our Haystack talked about masking from themselves, which is so interesting to contemplate. And it got me to thinking when I was working with parent clients today, and we started to talk about masking within the realm of perfectionism, having these feelings that you should be able to do certain things. If you're so good at this, why aren't you good at that? And why can you do this, but you can't do that? And this need to meet expectations of other people. And maybe we're masking ourselves as a learner, as a person who's growing because of our perfectionism, making us think that we should already be grown. We should already be able to do those things in that way. Why? Why do we mask from ourselves, from others? And this leads to this concept of imposter syndrome, where we thought we were good at certain things, but then maybe not so much. But wait a minute. That imposter syndrome develops and can develop early on from perfectionism, the anxiety that comes with perfectionism, feeling like you should be able to do something in the way you see it in your head or other people expect you to without ever asking for any help or support or clarification. Not being able to go and advocate for yourself to your school counselor, to your boss, to your HR department, to your spouse, to your partner, to your parent. Why? Because we feel like there's disappointment that will happen. Why do we have such a glaring feeling of how things should be, how we should be? And some of that has to do with our overexcitability. So I said I was going to talk about masking, perfectionism, imposter syndrome, and overexcitability. So what are overexcitabilities? So first of all, if you've never heard the term overexcitabilities before, please go search that topic on withunderstandingcomescalm.com and read lots of blogs that I've written over the years about it. But overexcitabilities is this incredible fulfillment and frustration or even pain that you get from not having your needs met, not having your intellectual needs met, not having your sensory needs met, not having your psychomotor needs met, not having your emotional needs met, or not having your imaginational needs met. So what do we do about all of this? And is masking always bad? These are such great questions. So first of all, masking is not always bad. If you are in control and you decide intentionally to mask because you've done some cost benefit analysis of what matters to you, if you have identified a goal and your organic self is standing in the way of that goal, and you intentionally decide that you're going to try to behave in a way that gets you to a goal that's more meaningful than honoring your natural organic overexcitability, let's say, then okay, it's okay to mask. But when masking keeps you from being your authentic self, when masking causes you to react to somebody else's behavior or what they're saying to you when that causes a dysfunctional conversation, communication, interaction, then it's not okay. So the first step really is to be self-aware. Who are you? What matters? What do you need? If it's something simple, from adjusting the lights in your office or your classroom, to something more complex about things you need to hear to feel valued or okay or celebrated, then be self-aware. And instead of pretending something doesn't matter or trying to override your organic impulse, help yourself communicate your needs to somebody else so you don't have to mask. So you don't have to feel like an imposter, like, oh, I should just be able to handle that. Why is this so hard for me? Well, it's hard for you for a reason, and it's okay. Everybody's different. So if you find yourself masking as we go into the holiday season or continue in the holiday season, right? This is a time when there's a lot of expectations. So start by being self-aware. What's great and what's hard? And what helps you feel better in circumstances that are difficult? How can you make sure those needs are met? How can you make sure your resilience bucket is full and not empty when you enter into those hard situations? Take care of you, but also think about your goals. If you have an overarching goal of strengthening a relationship, but you know it's going to be super hard in certain ways, then you have to think about that ahead of time and you have to adjust for it. And if you mask from yourself, then you're just going to empty that resilience bucket even faster. So your relationship with you is really important. And I wish everybody going into this holiday season and into the new year of 2024, can you believe it? I'm wishing you authentic relationship with yourself. See what you can do about identifying the things that just make you feel good, help you think clearly, help you enjoy life. And then think about the things that really negatively affect you and adjust for them. Don't try to make them go away. See if there's something you can do, whether it's communicating or adjusting something in yourself to prepare so that you can actually live an authentic life and find joy in your life. Wishing you a happy, joyful, peaceful, fulfilling 2024.